What's up? This is Andy Francess, and here we are. It's week 7. Sunday's approaching, and it means No House Advantage has their Sunday Pick'em contest coming, and I'm here to give you a couple of selections for that particular contest. If you haven't played in this contest yet, I don't know what you've been waiting for. We got $30,000 to win out there. You take player props from these Sunday games. It shows you a player from a team at No House, and it shows you, for example, Tom Brady. Over under 1.5 touchdowns or over under 280 passing yards. You choose the ones that you like the most, and as you stack picks that are correct, you go up in the standings, and when you finally make it to the top with Shao Kahn, you're gonna hit that 30,000 mark. And you'll pass me along. I'll be like Goro hanging out. You know what I'm talking about. All right. So if you actually go to No House Advantage using the link in the description of this video, they're gonna match your first deposit up to 50 bucks. So, you throw in 50, you get a free 50. We should be able to make something happen. And like always, you can go to Stokastic and they will give you free projections for this particular contest. You can have no subscription, no affiliation, nothing. And you can go there and steal those free projections and go back to all your friends and tell them that you built those optimal lineups, even though you didn't, but you can tell them you did. But like I said, go over to Stokastic, check out those free projections. Here are my free projections. And the first one I'm going to start with is a guy who's been out a couple weeks. A running back on the Detroit Lions, his name is DeAndre Swift, and they just gave him too low of a rushing total in the 30s. Now, assuming he's relatively healthy, which he should be, they held him out intentionally, even though supposedly he could have played before the bye. Now he just rested up during the bye week. You look at how efficient he was when he was on the field. I think he could probably hit this in a handful of carries. Go look at his rushing totals. Look at the offensive line. Indoors in Dallas, I really like DeAndre Swift hitting that over 38 or high 30s mark that they put it at. Just triple check and quadruple check that he is in fact active in case whatever this injury is to the shoulder has lingered this long. Next up, I'm going to be looking at the wide receiver position. There was a trade this week. We saw Christian McCaffrey go to San Francisco. And that really just means Carolina has one playmaker left. They're down to one playmaker. First was Robbie Anderson gone. Now Christian McCaffrey gone. It's only DJ Moore. And he's going to be going up against the Tampa Bay Bucks. And I know you're thinking, well come on. He's going to be playing with PJ Walker? I'm supposed to trust this? Look what he did last week. Well, last week he was up against the Rams and Jalen Ramsey. But if you go look at last year when Walker played, he absolutely was willing to go to McCaffrey. I'm sorry, he was willing to go to McCaffrey, but DJ Moore as well. And you think about this game, they're double-digit underdogs against the Bucks, who have a notoriously good run defense. So they're going to have to be throwing, and there's only one person to really throw the ball to. So I'm going to be going with the over on DJ Moore receiving yards. Then another wide receiver who is having one of his previous quarterbacks return to him is Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's been rather underwhelming with Carson Wentz, but maybe if there's someone who could breathe a little life into his game offensively, it'd be old Taylor Heineke, who was willing to just chuck up a bunch of passes to him, bunch of jump balls, letting McLaurin do what he can do. And we're probably going to get that this week. When you got that backup coming in, it's like playing with house money. They play free, they play easy, because this wasn't really their job. So I'm going to take the over on receptions for Terry McLaurin, hoping that the chemistry that he built with Heineke last year is actually still there. Then I'm going to go to 2 quarterbacks. I'm going to start with the guy I mentioned while promoting this, Tom Brady. Tom Brady, awful loss, an embarrassing loss on the road. He's reading those headlines. He always does. Anytime Tom Brady is told, he's done, he shouldn't have stayed in the league, the divorce, he's falling apart, it's in his head, that shit makes him pissed off. And I like a pissed off Tom Brady against one of the worst couple of teams in the league. I like him throwing over 1.5 touchdowns for Tom Brady. Another quarterback who I don't like is Jacoby Brissett going forward, because we saw him come out relatively hot, and now the Jacoby Brissett experience is starting to trend the other direction. I don't even know starting to, it's been trending the other direction. They've had to take a couple straight losses. Now they're going on the road to Baltimore to play a division opponent. And I'm taking the under 1.5 passing touchdowns for Jacoby Brissett. We haven't seen him the last couple of weeks look like the first couple of weeks looked awful against the Patriots, throwing interceptions. So I like Jacoby Brissett under 1.5 touchdowns, and those are the picks that I got for you. I got the over on DeAndre Swift rushing yards, the over on DJ Moore receiving yards, the over on Terry McLaurin receptions, the over on Tom Brady passing touchdowns, the under on Jacoby Brissett touchdowns. All right, everybody, thank you for joining me again. I'll be back with you for some Thursday picks, that pick'em contest. We'll see how that one goes. Do me a favor, subscribe to the channel here. Always appreciate you coming back for these No House Advantage videos. I'll be back with you next time. Take it easy. I'll talk to you then.